Hello and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 4. Today we'll continue on with Let's Play. This is episode 131. In today's episode we are taking a look at the Viper Club. For that we need a Viper, and not just a Dodge Viper, you can buy a Viper Viper. It's the 2013 Viper GTS by Viper.
Whoa.
Viper.
The Viper.
Some poo's come out!
Okay. We will go Forza Horizon 1 cover car colour.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fucking cool. Yeah.
And because this game is weird, we won't have any Viper affinity, so I've got to hope the PI on this is good.
Oh yeah, and
It isn't, because that's R3. Fuck. Okay, upgrades.
Yeah.
We'll just have to...
Wait. The Dodge already spun Viper as its own thing back in this time? When was that? 20...
No, yeah, it was a weird thing. That oh god, this car's gonna cost so much money to build up. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Supercharger.
Yeah, another great choice they made. Hey, let's make Viper its own brand. Oh, let's kill the Viper.
Pretty much. And that's 12 grand. That's 10 grand. We're gonna end up with a super horrible car to... Joe, I'm just gonna go 753 and we'll put more upgrades on it as we go.
I mean, you say we're gonna end up with a super terrible car, but it's a Viper, so even stock, you know.
Viper Club, innovative V10 engines brought to life in this race for all production Vipers. The Indianapolis Grand Prix circuit begins.
What? Viper innovative? What? Didn't they?
Yeah, wasn't this a pushrod V10?
Yeah, didn't they like fucking keep the same thing from?
No, sorry, no. This Viper's innovative because it had Fiat technology.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, no. The Corvette, I believe up until the C8 was still using pushrod, so any car that used the Corvette engine, so like the Cadillac CTSV, the Camaros, or
yeah, they were all pushrod. Was the Viper?
Pushrod V8s. I believe until the Viper died, it still used pushrod V10 technology.
Yeah, but you don't hear when they talk about Chevrolet, the innovative engine. They just say the LS or the LT. Yeah.
Okay, I mean it's not bad off the line. We have not pushed into. We are up against race Vipers, even though they said production Viper, but we'll ignore the race Vipers.
I mean,
it's probably why the class is the way it is.
Yeah.
Don't you know
that's Grand Prix circuit?
Don't you know that race Viper are production cars too?
Hell yeah. Indianapolis Grand Prix circuit, yeah.
There's 2 more IndyCar races at this track on October 2nd and October 3rd.
Isn't this track remembered fondly for, what was it? Oh yeah, a really compelling race in 2005, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Michelin still remembers it like it was the best race they ever made.
Yes, Michelin made F1.
Yeah. They
literally built it with their bare hands.
They do remember they do remember the 2005 race. Maybe not in a good way.
Do.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how that was Bridgestone versus Michelin, yet neither of them exist anymore in F1 because Pirelli is the people.
Because Pirelli knows the people and the money, basically.
Did you know, fun fact, I don't know if it still happens, but that used to be a thing in rally as well.
What?
There was Pirelli teams and Michelin teams.
Yeah, I mean, I think now everyone is on Michelin, but yeah, I guess.
Probably.
Didn't Solberg win his 03 title on Pirellis?
Yep. Subaru... Let me try and see it. There wasn't many teams on Pirelli. Mitsubishi was Michelin. Peugeot was Michelin. Citroen was Michelin, obviously, because French.
Yeah. Oh, the French, yeah.
The Hyundai was Michelin's. Ford was Pirelli, I think. It was Ford and Subaru were Pirelli, and everyone else was Michelin, I want to say.
And I guess Pirelli was like, hey, they both got out. Fuck that shit.
Where the fuck's Pirelli? Oh, Pirelli's Italian, isn't it?
Yeah, the Italian.
Yeah, okay. There's no Italian. The Italians don't do rallying ever since Lancia sort of
And
Died a death.
according to Jerry, so they aren't as good as people think. At least in racing, they are pretty fucking bad.
What, Pirelli?
Yeah.
I
What
can't
they're
comment
only
on that.
F1's exclusive tire partner.
I mean, and the only reason, the only reason they are shit they are nowadays is because
Yeah, the only reason they're shit there is because they're told to make a shit tyre for strategy.
yeah, and
I
they
think that might be the reason Michelin and stuff stopped trying, because they basically told them that
Yeah.
they needed to make a shit tyre that didn't last the entire race.
because since because it would be bad for the racing and like that. And then you have Pirelli who makes tires that don't test the race and just explode, and make Hamilton end on 3 wheels. This was amazing.
Machine gun.
Ironically enough, you know how
Yeah, machine
Firestone
gun.
actually lasted. Well, I believe they're Bridgestone tires at the time, not Michelin's. Excuse me. But because Bridgestone is partners with Firestone,
Yeah.
that's the only reason why the U.S. Grand Prix had 6 cars in the grid and not 0.
I remember seeing a video where they explained that since Bridgestone and Firestone were together, Firestone
It's
was
actually, to be fair,
Firestone-
if it was the slap shoes video, apparently there's a bit more to it than that. Essentially what happened is, Michelin did a bit of a stupid as well.
yeah, I know.
There was a tyre test, Bridgestone found out from Firestone that there was a bit of an issue, and Michelin, because they're really smart, rang up Bridgestone and asked them, there was like, yo, is the tyre okay? And there was like, yeah, no bueno, and they was like, yep, cool, okay, we won't go then.
But I mean, the reason Bridgestone had the advantage, they were Firestone was part of them, I think, already, or something like that.
Yeah,
Since Fire-
Firestone and Bridgestone are the same thing.
and since Firestone was actually the tire manufacturer for IndyCar, and IndyCar went there, they knew the problems with the track, being that it was, I think,
Diamond grinding.
diamond grinding,
Mhm.
They knew about that, so they were like, hey, let's think about that thing, and Michelin not doing that, we're like, hey, let's just go there, what can go wrong?
Can you drive a Jaguar in my favourite Forza 4? I've already driven a Jaguar. I got Jaguar, Hyundai, Mitsubishi.
Oh god, yeah, I remember that video. Yeah, and we all know what happened with the Michelin tires. They didn't like the diamond grinding at all.
A no-stop race would be good in my book, because we'd have less pit strategy and more race strategy. Yeah.
It's kind of...
I can tell you exactly how that would end, though.
Everybody would run out of fuel.
No, lol
The race would be
Mercedes,
pushed.
still.
Yeah.
The problem is, every single time anyone offers anything to improve F1, it ends with lol Mercedes, because they built the best car.
Yeah. Oh, they found the best thing to go in the rules for the year. Like this year, hey, let's do that. And people will be like, what? Wait, what? We could do that? When? Not anymore. Next season is banned.
That shit isn't das crap.
I mean, the best thing is like people were like, wait, what? That's legal? Yes. But hey, guess what? Not next season. and even Mercedes got mad about that because they like, what? But we keep the same rules for next season.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
party
keep
mode.
Keep the same rules. No party mode. No DAS.
Who started that party mode shit anyway? Like the actual debate over that, because it hasn't seemed to do anything to anyone.
I mean, I don't know who it is, but I think it's maybe the FIA themselves because it goes partly against one of the rules because that's not the driver that decide when to use those modes.
Isn't party mode just turning up the fuel mixture anyway?
I think it's more than that. It's actually a full engine mode that it's more than just the fuel mixture.
I
It's
swear we
basically-
had Alonso sign, but Gutierrez, he fucked it right up.
Like, I think it's like back in the days, when they talk about the quali setup and shit like that, where for some reason the car makes 200 or more horsepower randomly.
Well, yeah, there's typically for at least the Indy 500, there's qualifying spec and there's race spec.
Yeah,
The phone's ringing. I'll be right back.
yeah, don't worry. So basically, yeah, what the party mode is basically that you can change in race. But the way actually the FAA went around that is that because it's not the driver that decided to put it in. It was never. It was always the team that were like use mod
BMW.
something. Yeah. Use that mod.
Oh shit! I wasn't quite expecting him to be that committed to making a move.
So.
Some poos come out!
There you
Oh
go.
god. Yeah.
In fairness, in this connotation, you are not wrong.
Yeah.
Tried to pull a Brian Vickers in Sonoma.
I can't get around this corner because this car handles like... well, the car isn't too bad. It's very soft. I'm noticing that, which is... The problem is I can't do anything about that because the suspension costs way too much money in this game.
And also I think the reason people might have whined about it is because like if you can, it's not a mod that you can use all the time because it will fucking blow the engine up or some shit like that. And
Yeah.
and it only depends on whoever has enough money, you know, to develop that shit. So it wasn't.
Well, that's the
competitive
other
enough.
thing. It's like even with the whole reverse grid thing
Oh, yeah.
that everyone's on about. It's like, oh well, the Mercedes doesn't do well with Dirty Air. Well, you know what Mercedes would do? They'd probably find a solution to that within like minutes.
Or they will do something simple. They will just pass everyone,
Yeah.
like they always do. I mean, just look at which race was Monza? Yeah, that fucking Hamilton went back. He went back to 6th from like, and it was not like what a third of the race at max.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he went back from bottom to 6th.
I mean,
What do you
Bottas
expect?
is moaning about it, but I think Bottas is just... I don't know.
I mean,
I like
The
Bottas.
championship battle
Yeah.
in F1 is more close than the championship battle in F1. You're not wrong.
I mean,
Also, kind of, sort of, not really the championship battle in NASCAR this year because Kevin Harvick's a full fucking race ahead.
yeah,
Sure.
you know the irony
He could
about that.
fart. He could fart, get 3 points, and still be ahead.
Yeah, like I think it was like this afternoon. I ended up watching TV and I found out the channel that had NASCAR on. They had like not this weekend race, but the weekend before as
So Darlington, the Southern 500.
yeah, Southern 500 just before putting the yesterday race, and yeah, they were like, hey, RV won, so he's actually and he was already golden at that point.
I mean,
So,
He's got 8 goddamn wins in the season. He's going for 10 at least.
And
the,
they were
the,
like,
the
oh,
problem you got with the whole F1 championship, who do you want to be mad at? You can't really be mad at Mercedes for building the best car. Be
Yeah.
mad at everyone else. The fact that Ferrari couldn't figure their shit out in 6 years. Red Bull
Yeah.
was too busy having a pissing fest with Renault over which is better. Renault is won by a man who doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
I mean, the thing is, Ferrari actually had a good car.
Haas is lol.
Yeah,
Alfa Romeo is basically the Ferrari junior team with...
Yeah, I mean, now Alfa Romeo is basically the AlphaTauri of Ferrari.
Yeah, AlphaTauri is never gonna, like, Red Bull are probably restricting that car's development far too much by not putting enough money into it. And who's the other team? There's another team. Oh, McLaren. I mean, McLaren's getting there, but...
Don't forget Williams, which is the third team of Mercedes.
No, forget Williams, because they're never gonna fucking do anything.
No, I mean, they are the third team of Mercedes. Basically, there is Mercedes, there is Racing Point, which is going to become...
Yeah, you say that. Racing Point's hardly the second team. Mercedes is more the second team. Because, I mean, do you think really Mercedes is looking, oh, Lance Stroll, I can see him in a couple of years? No.
No, I mean, no,
They're
no,
probably
no, I
just
mean,
keeping Sergio Perez in a job
yeah,
to
but
say thank you.
yeah, no, you don't know why they are the second team, not because of that, because if you have a team like that, you can fucking test shit because you know they won't give a shit because at best they do as bad as they used to do. At worst, I mean they do bad. At best they do good. Since they use the same kind of parts, you test things on their cars.
Yeah. Also, good news, we can finally upgrade this fucking thing.
Like they get fucking Merc engines, test thing on their engines.
Right, what did I buy for this? I definitely bought time. Right, okay. Let's rebuild.
Yeah.
Let's just double check. A 17-year-old nearly won the F3 championship. I feel old. How the fuck do you think I feel?
Also about Ferrari, they actually didn't have that such a bad car. Some
Yeah,
years
in
before.
2017 they had a decent car, and then
Yeah.
they fucked it right up.
2017 and 2018 it was good. but I mean, it was actually pretty fucking fast. It was lacking aero, mainly. I mean, at least that's what I saw when I went to see them in 2018 at Spa. Like, on the straight, the Ferrari was just a beast.
Yeah, and now
But
it's fucked because they built the entire car around straight line speed using a battery system that got outlawed.
No, it wasn't a battery system. It was, from what I remember, it was something about the fuel system. Like for some reason, they gave it more fuel than it should by bypassing some kind of sensor, and the FAA was like, "Nope, can't do that, bro." So I guess they were like in some way like burning more fuel or more oil to get more power.
Okay, good news. I've improved the Viper.
Oh,
Although it now has 1,000 horsepower and I'm more scared of it. But on the plus side, at least it shouldn't be wallowy and it should be able to brake now.
so you made an NSC Venom?
Yes,
With
Road
Viper.
America full circuit, let's go. I should have
With a
really
Viper.
done this race before the Infineon one, because
Or
I have more straight line speed.
Sonoma.
Infineon isn't really straight line. It's not Sonoma in this game, I'll keep calling it Infineon.
Well, Infineon that's a German technology company that sponsored the track for many
Sonoma's
years.
like a part of California, what's your point?
It's called Sonoma nowadays. That's why.
Because it's in Sonoma, California, right? If I
Yes.
remember.
Is it in California?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, why do you think everything around the track that you can see both in this game and in like GT4 is fucking desert or shit like that? It's
well.
Well, I'm not being
it
funny, a
looked
lot
like
of
it-
America is desert.
I mean, yeah.
You're not wrong. It's a lot of America. Is
I mean, it's either desert or forest.
Yeah, it's not like where Arcade is, where it's the nice part of Euro Truck Simulator. Like, you know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of desert. You've played... Oh, sorry, American Truck. You've played American Truck. A lot of that shit is just driving through the desert with cruise control on.
Yeah. And
That's
I mean,
all the fucking Utah map expansion is. It's just desert.
I mean, I have worse than you because remember I play with mods, so I have all the US, and I can see places that are even worse than what it's in the base game.
Mhm.
Like you go through Colorado and the Rockies.
So about
There
my
is no-
straight line speed,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a bit better, it seems.
and about not having any brakes.
Oh, but yeah, like as I say, yeah, since I play with mods that are all over the US, I can tell
Say-
you some bits are even worse. Crossing Montana, you don't want to do that.
Montana's
driven
snowy,
one,
isn't it? Oh
like,
good, someone
2/3
else made my
across
mistake.
Montana. It is boring. It is boring.
I like the colour of Williams' Comp Viper. The white and the grey stripes work quite
Yeah.
nicely. It helps when he doesn't throw it into a wall like.
But yeah, crossing Montana, I did that once. It was fucking painful. And then Kansas, there is fields.
I still
Fields.
call Laguna Seca Mazda Speedway because that's yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
I've always just called it Laguna Seca, but
it's weather tech.
yeah, I'm
Laguna
not calling
Seca.
it WeatherTech for
Yeah.
that.
I've always called it Laguna Seca, and for meme reasons, sometimes I call it Mazda Typhoon.
Yeah, Mazda Typhoon Laguna.
Yeah, everyone that has a Typhoon Lagoon, it's the best racetrack in the world. Just after Suzuka, Alabama.
Oh god,
I mean,
no, not fucking Suzuka, Alabama.
don't you?
Yes, I remember the fucking Suzuka, Alabama, 1945. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best. Wait,
Dun, dun,
didn't
dun, dun.
didn't you do like the opposite of some track in Japan?
I don't. All I know is it involved a jelly suspension V8 Nissan Skyline and
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan's theme song.
Yeah, that was the best American car, and that you put the fucking
Oh, speed!
speed, all of the
And
speed.
then no
I mean,
And then,
do what?
no brakes.
Poo is coming out.
Oh god.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to do what we saw in one of the video yesterday. You know, I don't know if it was.
What,
with
Lance
you, but
Stroll
yeah.
it?
No, wasn't it with you like the 42 Arca braking car or something like that? I remember seeing that recently. Arca race 42.
Oh
front
yeah,
brake.
the Arcade 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I mean, just do that.
He used
You
the
know?
Arca brake, yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. Suddenly, red flag, everyone, no one braking except they fucking smash into everyone else.
I
That's
think the
one
fun
way
part
to
with
do it.
Taki Inui is he was actually getting better.
Yeah.
Ironically enough.
and then he got out.
He probably wouldn't have been very good, but he was getting better.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been midfielder.
Hello Lex, what kind of memes are going on here? It's a very, very, very old video where a guy pretends to be Slaptrain. It's quite funny. Although it constantly goes up and down off YouTube, so good luck.
Yeah. Didn't the original guy actually take it
Yeah,
down?
the original guy took it down because,
I guess Slap Wayne.
probably a pussy.
No offense to Slaptrain, but a lot of his fans are rabid cocks.
Oh yeah, no, I mean...
Offense to
it's fans of-
Slaptrain, he's a terrible terrible, terrible content creator.
Yeah, he's a bit of a dick too.
I remember AR12 being even worse, actually.
Yeah, AR12's just fucking apparent AIDS, but
Yeah, I mean...
all these
I'm
fucking...
I'm not a fan of Nick's content. I've actually, played. I played Cards Against Humanity with Nick. but,
Yeah, you've
he's
got good
the guy.
experience with him, haven't you?
I mean,
Yes.
you wanna know something?
I'll be perfectly
I-
honest, you are the only person I've ever heard
Yeah.
who had a good experience
Like
with
putting
him.
the content aside, he's a good guy.
I
Yeah,
spoke to
when-
Slaptrain and he was fine in our very brief correspondence, but...
I mean, it wasn't... I mean, I don't think they are bad people. It's just some of the way they react.
I'd argue Slaptrain's stupid, AR12 there's probably something slightly sinister going on about him. But
I mean, you know...
I don't have
you
any
people-
experience with him, so I can't.
Yeah.
And
Or-
nor will I ever,
I-
because we make very, very, very different content and we're at very, very different sizes.
I remember in that same session, Slap sent a note to Arrow because Arrow was there as well, and like it was a very angry note because he was playing because we were hanging out with Nick, and I'm just like, really, you're still salty about that?
To be
you
fair,
dumb
AR12 did kind of fuck him a bit. Anyways, all this and more next time round as we take a look at the Dodge production showcase where there won't be a Viper, sadly. Anyways, join us for that. Until then, farewell.
You know what I'm saying. The sorrow that my heart holds in knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going. I won't let you back. Got up in a wall that you are not part of. Eyes on the slit of your front.